Sagittarius, and welcome to your May 2018 love reading with Divine Love Tarot. I want to welcome you to my channel, whether it's your first time here or your return viewer or subscriber. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that the message of this video resonates with you. And if you're finding that it's not resonating, then I would suggest you check out your moon sign, your rising sign, and possibly even your Venus sign, because sometimes those planets are more prominent in your chart. And if it does resonate, guys, be sure to let me know in the comments. Hit me up, let me know what you're thinking, what's going on. Give me a thumbs up. All right, let's go ahead and get into the video. This is a relationship reading, so this is between you and another person, okay? Whether it's your partner or you're dating somebody, it's whoever you have in mind, okay? So the specific energy between the two of you. It's not a general reading about someone who might come in. It's a relationship that already exists. So the first card represents your current energy between the two of you, and we've got the Sun card. Okay, so for the most part, the Sun is a positive card, okay? But what the Sun does represent is clarity. The Sun shines a light on anything that's happening. So right now, you guys are at a point where things are very clear, okay? Whether they're going well or they haven't been going well, there's nothing in the dark, okay? I feel like everything is kind of like out on the table right now. Things could be going very well. Things could be, very harmonious. But the Sun also in relationships can indicate that you guys may be needing a little bit of space, okay? Because the Sun card also can represent a fading of misunderstandings. So if there was a situation where, things weren't so great before, they are fading, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are ready. Like, you see how these people, they're face to face. They know exactly what's going on in the situation, but there's a somberness to it. It's not like the lovers where you see that, they're kind of enamored with each other. These people, it's like they're both realistic. It's like, I see you for exactly who you are, okay? Let me go ahead and clarify that. And we get the Five of Cups in reverse, okay? So this can represent some type of reconciliation between the two of you. So if there was a situation where things were not so great before, it seems like things are getting better, okay? So this indicates that you guys are coming out of some type of issues, all right? With the Five of Cups, before it represents someone who was only focused on, what was wrong, but now, you guys are focusing on all the good things that you couldn't possibly have with each other. And I see, Sagittarius, you guys also have the Five of Cups reversed in your personal energy. So there definitely was a situation where, you guys, somebody may have been taking the relationship for granted, and now both of you have come to terms with how you feel about each other, and things are going to get better, because this indicates an ending of sorrow, okay? Moving on to their energy, we've got the Two of Swords in the reverse, okay? So the Two of Swords in the reverse indicates someone who is now seeking the truth, okay? They're seeing things for what they are, no longer in denial, no longer ignoring the facts or ignoring their feelings. This person is also maybe looking for a solution, okay? They are addressing what has been bothering them. So if this is a situation where in the past this person was accepting things from you, Sagittarius, that they were not happy with, they're now going to say something. They're no longer going to let that continue, okay? So they're probably being a little bit cautious with you right now, or they're thinking that they should be cautious with you because maybe in the past, things happened, and so yes, they want to move on, and yes, things are out in the open and everything's clear, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're ready to just throw their arms up and trust you either. All right, let me go ahead and clarify that. We get the Queen of Cups in reverse. So this person's having a very difficult time separating how they feel from rational thinking. Okay, this person is like their imagination is getting the best of them. They're probably thinking the worst about you right now, even though, you guys have gotten to a point where, maybe you have cleared up misunderstandings. It doesn't necessarily mean, like I said, even though the Sun card is here, the Sun card can indicate that maybe these two people who need a little bit of a break from each other, especially if things were like a pressure cooker before that blew up. Yes, you have clarity now. Yes, you guys are on the same page now. Yes, things are out on the open, but you may need some time apart in order to figure out how you want to come back together. And because because this person has the Five of Pentacles and how they feel, then it makes it difficult for this person to think clearly because they feel so much sorrow. Okay, they feel hurt. They're still suffering from whatever happened before. All right, they're still severely disappointed. They feel unwanted by you, Sagittarius. So there's something going on with this person that they feel unloved by you. Okay, go ahead and clarify that. And I get the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is to be careful what they wish for. So this person probably longed to be with you. They probably wished for you, and they got you. And it's like, wow, this is what I get. You know, I wanted to be with you, and then this is my thanks almost. All right, or it could be a situation where you have someone who is content because they're with you. So even though things are not great in the relationship, it's like, well, I have the person that I want. So, you know, I'll suffer through this because maybe eventually things will get better. You know, who knows? Okay. But the Nine of Pentacles represents, not Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. I'm sorry, I skipped ahead. Is, you know, wishing, someone who's probably wishing for the perfect partner. So maybe even though, you know, you guys are being realistic or supposed to be being realistic or everything is clear, right? This person is still hoping and wishing for you to be the kind of person that they want in a relationship. And maybe you used to be, or maybe you are, but just whatever happened, you know, kind of threw everything off track. So you guys are trying to get back on track right now. But of course, emotionally, it's not going to be that easy for this other person. Okay. Now moving on to what they're showing you. All right. And we've got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So this can be a situation where if you are not married already, this person is expressing that they are not happy being single. Okay. With the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, they could be overworking. Okay, they could be working to overcompensate for the issues at home. Okay, so that basically staying at work, picking up extra hours is keeping them out of the house, keeping them away from you, and therefore, you know, they don't really have to face the issues. And maybe that's what they were doing before, but now mentally they're facing the issues, okay? And because they are not in denial anymore, you know, they're putting their energy in a different area, all right? But the Nine of Pentacles also can indicate someone who kind of doesn't work for love. They feel like it's just supposed to happen. And because this Nine of Cups is here, I kind of feel like maybe this person is a little bit unrealistic. Like they just expect a snap of the fingers and everything is supposed to be better. So maybe there is reconciliation, or you guys are trying to reconcile, but this person doesn't understand the hard work that they're going to also have to put into the situation to make things work. Because no matter if someone made a mistake before, relationships still take two people to work. So they can't expect that you're supposed to make up for everything you did wrong and they're just going to sit back and watch you do all this work now. That's not going to work either. All right, clarify that. We get the Eight of Cups. They're exhausted. They're exhausted. They feel like they've tried everything, okay? And they're like either contemplating walking away. Maybe they're threatening that they're going to walk away if they don't get what they want from you, okay? But with the Eight of Cups, this is like they tried so hard to make things work with you. And they really want to leave the past behind. But, you know, with this Two of Swords here in the reverse, it's like, is leaving the past behind, you know, us just moving on, or does that mean that I'm going to move on from this relationship because I've gone through sorrow for so long? It's so hard for me to come out of it. Am I going to stay with you and continue to be sad and feel unloved and unwanted? All right, now Sagittarius, what's going on with you? What are you showing? You're showing the Five of Cups in reverse. So you're showing that you're now not taking things for granted anymore. Okay, maybe you took this person for granted before. It may not have been anything specifically that you did other than maybe you didn't appreciate whatever they did for you before. You didn't appreciate their efforts. You didn't appreciate the fact that they put up with a lot of things for you. Okay, so now you're seeing things more clearly, and now you're seeing how much this person loves you and how much they care, and you're trying to show that, you know, okay, I understand. So maybe that's why this person is kind of hanging in there, because you are, you know, recognizing where you guys have the potential to have something before where, I'm sorry, the potential to have something where before you probably were not paying attention. You were probably focused on all the things that went wrong or everything that you didn't like about them versus everything that you did like about them. Okay, clarify that. We've got the Ace of Wands. So this is your enthusiasm. This is your passion. Okay, so you're trying to really show this person that you want this relationship or you want them. Okay, and you're coming at them even though, you know, things may not be the greatest, even though they're probably sad and hurt. It's like, I think you're trying to do everything you can to make up for whatever happened in the past. Okay. Let's go ahead now and move on to what you're feeling. And you also have the Nine of Cups. So maybe a situation where you two really do care for each other. You wanted each other at least. This is what you wished for, okay? This is what you wanted. You're content because you feel like, you know, your efforts are probably going to be or not in vain. Your efforts are going to be successful. Maybe this person has reconciliated with you and you're satisfied with the reconciliation. Maybe they're satisfied with the reconciliation even though they're still feeling that tinge of suffering and abandonment from you. So if this resonates with you, Sagittarius, and you have a relationship with someone who has expressed that they felt like you let them down or they're disappointed, try to do what you can to make them feel love or show them how much you love them, because that seems to be very important to this person and they really seem to need it because right now emotionally they're not in a very good place. Okay, and maybe they're showing you finally. Maybe they never showed it before. So, you know, it seems like you are doing all you can to let this person know how you feel. You are enthusiastic about this new start that, you know, they're probably giving you this reconciliation. So that's good. Let me go ahead and clarify this Nine of Cups. And we get the Sun card in reverse. Okay, so here with the Sun card in reverse, that is interesting because it's almost like it's one of the two things. Either you're burnt out, but I don't think you're burnt out. Or emotionally you're burnt out, but physically, you know, you're showing that you have enthusiasm for the situation. But the Sun in reverse can also indicate that you may be a little bit egotistical, like you're overly confident about the situation. You're overly confident about the fact that you can get this person back because you seem to know, you know, you may know how much they love and care about you. Okay, so it's like you're not really worried and you're kind of content and smug about the whole thing because you knew they were going to come back anyway. Or you knew they were going to give you another chance. Or you knew you guys weren't going to be apart for long if there was a break or a separation. Or even if they're asking you for a break or separation, you're just like, oh boy, I know you'll be back. So I'm not even worried about it. That's what this Sun in reverse can also indicate. It can also indicate that you're a little bit unrealistic also. Okay, and maybe that's why you're so happy and content because you don't really understand how affected this person is internally with this Five of Pentacles here, with them feeling unloved and abandoned. Okay, so yes, the Sun card is here, and yes, we know everything that's going on, and yes, you know, we're trying to focus on all the good things and the potential here, and we're trying to move away from sorrow, but it's not just a snap of your fingers. This person probably is going to need some time. They're going to need a lot of time to get over these feelings that they're feeling. Yeah, they're happy to be with you. They're content that you guys are back together, but that doesn't negate the fact that they've been suffering. All right, moving on to what you're thinking. We've got the Five of Wands here. So, Sagittarius, you may be thinking about some competition. Maybe there are other people who are vying for your attention. If that's not the case, you may be conflicted, okay? You may have an inner personal conflict, okay? It's like you may be trying to accept your differences, okay? Whatever it was that, you know, has been going on between the two of you, you're trying to come to terms with it, okay? And if it's something where you feel like a lot of the responsibility falls on you, you're also trying to come to terms with that also. Now, if it's not a situation, if it's a situation where, you know, this person kind of caused their own self-hurt, because sometimes that happens. You know, maybe you were honest with them from the jump, Sagittarius. Maybe you didn't do anything to them other than, you know, be your natural self, and maybe you always maintained some level of independence or freedom, and this person just stuck around, hung around, and they endured suffering because they wanted to be with you. It wasn't necessarily anything that you did or anything you put them through. They just didn't want to walk away from you. And they still don't want to walk away from you, but it's like I think they feel like they have nothing left to give because they are definitely just exhausted by the situation. But hopefully, you know, the fact that you both have the Nine of Cups here and that you are, you know, you've got the Ace of Wands and the Five of Cups in reverse. So it seems like this is just the perfect time for you to step it up, because I don't feel like this person has much. They actually need you to kind of hold them up right now, okay? Because they're mentally, I mean, mentally, they're just, their emotions have overtaken everything. They're exhausted, they're hurt, and they're mentally confused. They can't even think and focus straight. Let me clarify what you have going on up here. We've got the Page of Pentacles. So for you, your conflict is that especially if this is a long-term situation, Sagittarius, you're just a little bit bored. Okay, Sagittarius, I know you guys need adventure. You guys need, you know, energy. You guys need things going on, okay? And so the fact that I see this Nine of Pentacles here in the reverse, this person may be a little bit more laid back than you. And, you know, you need excitement. And they are very emotional, maybe. And there's nothing wrong with being emotional. But you're just like, okay, what are we going to do? What happens next? Because even here, you have, even though you're reflective of your emotions, you still have the Ace of Wands, which is energetic. It's not the Ace of Cups. You know what I'm saying? It's not the Ace of Pentacles. It's the Ace of Wands. It's energy. It's excitement. It's passion and spark. That's what you are looking for. That's what you feel like this situation is needing. You're trying to inject some passion and some life back into the situation. And maybe it's because you get bored over a long period of time with this person. You love them. You guys probably don't really have too many problems other than the fact that you just get tired of doing the same old thing. And so now maybe it's up to you to change things up. You spice it up, Sagittarius. You know, if this person's sitting back and waiting for you to do something, then take control and do something. Okay? Because if they really want to be with you, it seems like they'd be willing to do anything. And so let them know what it is that you would want. Let them know what it is that would make you happy. All right? Don't just get bored and, you know, get despondent or get bored and go off and do your own thing by yourself because you're bored. And, you know, I know, Sagittarius, you guys can have a million things going on. You've got friends over here, colleagues over here, schoolmates over here, you know, all types of things that you could have going on. Meanwhile, this person is just waiting for you to give them some of your time. All right, guys, so that has been your May reading, your relationship reading. Like I said, if this resonated, please let me know in the comments. If it didn't, you know, like I said, you want to check out your other signs, go ahead. If you have any questions and you want to contact me, feel free to do that at divinelovetarot@gmail.com. There's going to be a little eye icon if you want to take this further and get a personal reading. Then you can go ahead and contact me. And yeah, you know, I guess I'll see you guys at the next reading. All right, Sagittarius? Later.